Hey guys, how's it going? Thad here with Iowa Budget RC. So I'm back with the TOYS A959, and as you can see, we've got broken strut tower, and the other one, the screws, well, it broke too, I guess, because it only had 2 screws holding it on, and it broke there. So I've got new metal ones to put in it, and so we are going to try those. I do also have new diffs for it, plus an extra one, and I've got new dog bones and wheel adapters to be able to use these wheels. But for the time being, it's super nice out today and I just want to go play around with this thing. So what I'm going to do is just put the new shock towers on there and with the body mounts and stuff, and then we're going to go play. Alright, so new shock towers put in. On the front, I ended up taking the other dog bone out and the 2 cups. I'm just going to leave it 2-wheel drive for the time being and drive it like that. Kind of set the alignment a little better from what it was. On the back, as you will notice, I put the shocks on the lower position because I want the back to sit a little bit higher. Because this thing kind of had that California lean. I hate that on cars. So now I'll find a battery and we're gonna go out and play. All right, so here we got the TOYS A959 buggy. I'm gonna try and one-handed drive it here. A little easier with this one because it's got a smaller controller, but I converted it to 2-wheel drive for the time being, and we're gonna see how it does out here. Can't even keep up with it. I'd say she does pretty good. So this one's fixed. Now it's on to making some other ones work. So here's a little LocTite lesson. Thread locker, the blue is semi-permanent, the red is permanent, the green is for press fit. They are all anaerobic sealers. I took a class on LocTite when I worked in a hydraulic shop down in Florida and learned a lot about anaerobic sealers, and they dry up and harden in the absence of oxygen. So if you get a bottle of LocTite, a brand new bottle of LocTite, you'll notice it's only full up to like here. It needs that oxygen in there to keep it good. If it runs out of oxygen, then it goes bad and it hardens up. So when you put LocTite into the screws or onto wheel studs or whatever you're doing, it dries when the oxygen is away from it. So that's how that works. But whenever you're putting metal screw into a metal part, like I did here with the body mounts, you always want to put a little drop of thread locker on there, and it don't take very much. You don't want this thing to permanently stick. If you have to pull it apart, you want to be able to pull it apart. LocTite doesn't melt until 378 degrees, I think it is. So you'd have to heat it up to 378 degrees to melt that LocTite out of there. Now, when I was working on hydraulics and we did hydraulic cylinders, big hydraulic cylinders for garbage trucks or tractors or excavators or whatever, when we put that nut on there, on that cylinder rod, we made sure we LocTited the holy bejeebies out of it. And we'd use a lot. But in this case, you only want to use a tiny little drop. And I don't know if you noticed, because it was time-lapse, but when I was doing it, I would actually take my finger and kind of rub it around there and then just rub the excess off on my bench pad here, because you don't want too much, again. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This thing is fixed-ish. It's still got some issues. I think the chassis is actually bent on it, the plastic chassis. This is I bought this thing as a basket case, and it's just been one problem right after the other after the other. And that's how project vehicles are, whether it's RC cars or real cars. But anyway, we will continue on with this project at a later point, and until then we're going to enjoy it. It's now set to two-wheel drive only, and like I say, I do have new diffs and all that kind of stuff for it, so we will eventually upgrade it, but I think I might wait until I get the chassis. So have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.